Good morning. It's Tuesday, February 24th. We're going to spend some time talking about S 323, sections 1 through 3. We have a senator who wants to talk about a situation that he has in his one of his towns that he represents. As customary, what we do on the first day of the week, and we go around the room and introduce ourselves. Starting together.
Senator Collmore, representing the Rutland District.
Senator Plunkett's on the screen. I don't see him, but we'll
go around. I am here. You won't be seeing me today. I apologize, but yeah, Senator Plunkett from Bennington District.
Thank you, Senator.
Senator Heffernan, Addison County District.
Senator Major, Windsor District.
Senator Russ Ingalls, Essex District, Northeast Kingdom. Senator Moore, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Senators. For the record, my name's John Worley of the Orleans District. And so this has been an ongoing issue. I just want to give you a little bit of a history background on what's been going on in the village of Orleans. I'm also the general manager there. We had what was once a commission sales, and it used to be really active and really good. And everything was fine. The waste always got taken care of. They had auctions. It was a pretty neat place actually growing up. Go there and see the chickens, the turkeys, the pigs, everything. And you could buy them. Then, as everything, things change and they stopped having commission sales, auctions, and that actually basically became a farm stand area for cows coming in once a week, and then they'd be moved out from the local farms. And then that dried up too. Yeah, things get bigger and bigger. And now that individual that was running that is now has pigs there. And at some points there's anywhere from, let's say, 75 to 200 pigs. And I don't know if you've been around pigs much, but pigs and chickens tend to submit odors, strongly. And it's right into the middle of the village of Orleans. And so summertime becomes very pungent. It is not a health concern because we talked to the health department and odor is not a health problem. We've also gone and reached out to HG Natural Resources, make sure everything was good there because our well is just down the hill. The Willoughby River's right there. If the community it's pretty much up in arms in that village annual meeting. I get questions on every single year, not just at village meeting, but in my office, at the village office as well, particularly during hot and humid months of the year. I'm having a hard time believing that this is possible. Believe it or not, that somehow there's no regulatory environment that can help solve this issue, but it doesn't seem to be that I'm aware of. I think part of the Agency of Agriculture may disagree with me on that, but this problem is going to continue to come up. Right now, it's in the village of Orleans. It could come up in your town, your village, come up in Newport, it could come up anywhere as long as because there's no zoning at all when it comes to ag. So I'm looking because I don't want to kick the can down the road. The village of Orleans right now is at the forefront. This guy, in my opinion, is not doing anything illegal. I don't think he's doing anything illegal. But I think moving forward that we should try to fix it legislatively instead of kick the can down the road, so that this can't happen to downtown areas. He's right beside an elderly housing development too. They border it. He has a lot of individuals bordering him. Obviously, they don't complain. The pigs also get out lots of times. Pigs tend to dig and burrow, and they get on people's lawns. And what they do, they root. So there's issues also surrounding that. We've had police down there. We've had the local.
I was thinking bacon.
We had the local animal control officer. So it's been just a prolonged, difficult situation. I stay in contact with the individual that owns it and talk with him and bring things to him. We get along fine. But I'm just here to present to you a problem that really should be addressed, I think, by this legislature somehow, some way. You folks are the experts in this arena. I am not. I just need to let you know what the issues and concerns are to communities. And don't think for a minute that this can't come to your district as well.
Is there a waste management plan? Does he cart the waste off?
No, there's real issues surrounding that. I actually tried helping him, Senator. I went and spoke with local farmers in the area to see if they would go get the waste, because waste is valuable on fields. And when they went down to look at it, there's all kinds of different products in the waste. A lot of plastic in there, bones, all kinds of different types of refuse that the other farmers did not want on their fields.
So I know the property's shown about 5.5 acres. Probably about an acre of it is usable. The other is a steep hill or whatever. I mean, there's got to be some runoff somewhere on that property.
There is. So the pitch of the land is flat, and then where the waste is housed or brought is out back, and right beside where the waste is being stored is a steep hill, and then there's a trench. So the trench then leads to the river.
You said you've been in contact with him, have they said, can you move, or is he just like, it's my right, I'm gonna farm here, pigs here, out of just defiance, or that he really has no place to go?
So, wonderful question. So about 3 years ago, I'm gonna guess, Senator, the Village of Orleans reached out to him to try to acquire the property. And we agreed on amount. And then the village trustees thought we were heading in the right direction, and he came back with a higher amount. And then reluctantly, we had agreed to that amount, and then that amount went up as well. So it at that point became not possible to settle. It was too much. It just became way too much. But we have been actively trying to do that. Actually, local realtors have reached out to him to try to acquire it and try to move him to a different location that was good for him. But
And the person that's farming it doesn't own it, rents it.
I think he actually does own it now. I think now the deed is currently in his name. And the reason I say that, Senator, was I called up the town clerk and requested that information, who's on the deed, and I think he is now on that.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So how long, well, from the background that you shared with us, there were other animals in that space at one time, and it didn't sound like there were issues. People would go and watch the chickens and the cows. So for how long has it been a place where pigs are?
I'm gonna say, Senator, 5 to 6 years in that vicinity.
And problems arose almost immediately?
Yeah.
Or, but there's no zoning.
There is some.
Oh, there is.
There is some in the town of Barton, which the Village of Orleans is part of the town of Barton.
Okay.
The town provides all the zoning. There is some.
Is it in litigation?
I believe that it is between the town and the owner.
But as of now, he's not running afoul of any
No,
zoning
not
regulations.
that. Well, I think the court system will actually finally decide that, but I would say as of right now, he's gonna continue operating, and then with the legal process repeal. I don't know how long that's all going to go on. I mean, he's threatened to go to the law Supreme Court. Anyway, Supreme Court.
That's in Barton.
Yeah,
So Bardstown, Village of Orleans.
it's just north of the northern part. It's the state of the town. So.
Ray, questions?
situations like this, I really wish that people work together, and it sounds like you have, and sometimes you just, people dig in and you gotta bear it and hope that it comes to a good conclusion at some point.
One thing that, he stresses emphatically is it's in the village of Orleans. He has three-phase power right beside it. He's got water, he's got wastewater, so he thinks it's extremely valuable. It's unfortunate that we agreed twice. It just became more and more valuable each time. So, it's difficult, and we try to maintain lines of communication so we can, break through the ice at some point in time, but we've been unable to. So I just want this community to realize that there is a problem out there, and moving forward, you should really give this some consideration. And I don't know how to fix it.
And you probably said this, Senator, I just want to be clear. As a general manager of the village, what would the village like to see be done?
Well, obviously, if you could regulate it to a certain degree so that, and I don't know what the right amount is, Senator. I know sometimes you can have like 3 to 4 chickens, if there's a certain land size or something like that. I don't know about other animals in the town, like a goat or a sheep or something like that, or a cow or horse. I can just tell you that having an active business like this with 200 animals right in the middle of the village where the residents are complaining, the customers that are coming into the village of Orleans are complaining, going into the grocery store, going into the Orleans General Store, doing anything on Main Street. The church has complained. So, it's a high density populated area. And so, but that's what we want. We want our communities to be downtown, locally, close to our downtown centers and our main streets. But it's going to be pretty hard to do that with something like this. So I'm just want to get your guys' thoughts on how you think we could resolve a situation like this.
And just each time you come, you set a price, you come to a method price, and you said, okay, I'm done. What's the period of time between agreeing to a price and then him saying, okay, I want more?
Well, the first time it was, I'm only, you guessed it, Senator. It was probably like 6, 7 years ago, I'm gonna guess. And then, once he declined that offer, it was like a week. And then he reached back out to us. And then it took quite a while. Then there's probably a couple months within that time frame. And we said no to that. And then after that, it went up even more. And then he put it on the real estate market. He had a real estate agent, I believe, from Stowe trying to sell it. And that they can't sell for the prices that are on it. And so I've been trying to negotiate, work in good faith, but it just really hasn't done anything.
And what street is it on?
It's a church. It's fire can up, so you're away. I think it's okay. Right.
Wow.
There.
Noticeable.
Oh, it's notable. There's a lot of he brings in hay, he brings in grain, he brings in barrels of products for feed.
Yep.
I understand that. Sometimes taking care of some of the remnants of that is difficult. There is also, and I'm not, you can never ever prove that it's due to him, but there was become a pretty big rat issue last summer. So people were really upset, up in arms about that because it was surrounding neighbors. And skunks are skunks, raccoons are raccoons. I get that. But the rat thing really seemed to disrupt people.
Any more questions? For Senator Morley?
No, I wish we had more wisdom. Because the problem with, if it's sections 1, 2, and 3 in this bill, if you're reacting to a particular situation, it's hard to change a law that will affect a whole bunch of other people.
So I'm not saying that. I would love to do that, but I agree. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm saying moving forward, I think you should really consider doing something because this isn't going to go away in my mind. So I agree with you I'll do whatever I can legally within the existing rules and regulations of the state of Vermont to try to do what I can. But it's not fun. It's not easy. I don't care what anyone says. But if there's something that can make it more fluid and easy, and let people know, I mean, if you guys pass a law, I think it should go out to the towns, probably the cities and towns, and everyone, so everyone knows what the new rules are. But we can't continue to let this occur, in my opinion.
No, I hear you. If I live next door,
Oh, yeah. Well, you go up to the country club once in a while and they want to wring my neck, People. Oh, and they always ask me, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why can't you fix this? Can't you call somebody? Can you call the HCI agriculture? Can you call the governor? Can you call, fix it?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty interesting. I'm trying to fix. I call a lot of different agencies and departments throughout the state of Vermont.
Okay, well, we're working on this bill. We've, I think, understand the problem. If not, we'll reach back out to you. And, thank you very much.
Thank you.
thanks,
I know we said, 10:30, why don't we just wait till 10:30? We've got a scheduled line for 10:30 and then, take a 7-minute break.